What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? You guys already know who it is. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click on that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. All right, man, so listen here, man. We all know, everybody know, the world know, when we talking boxing, the world knows the biggest fight in boxing is happening this Saturday, July 29th, 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Between three-belt welterweight champion Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr., 28 wins, no defeats, 22 of those big wins by way of knockout. We talking the big fish. We talking crawfish, as he say. We talking strap season man down. Yeah, man. Errol Spence. You feel me? Against none other than Terrence Bud Crawford. 39-0. No defeats. 30 of those big wins by way of knockout. And he says that come Saturday, they are having a fish fry fillet. Yeah, that's the lingo that Terrence Bud Crawford used when it came to his description on how he feel like the fight is going to play out. I'm going to give you guys my perspective on how I think this fight is going to pan out. Now, I seen some interesting watching some film, right? Errol is a natural southpaw. We all know that Bud is an ambidextrous fighter, but he fights out the southpaw stance. Two key things that I noticed that Errol and Bud does, Tank Davis does it as well, you know, the true southpaws, but I kind of somewhat consider Crawford a southpaw due to he fights a lot of his fights majority from the southpaw position. But what they tend to do with that lead jab is to shoot those shots at that orthodox fighter's lead hand. Watching film Crawford versus Ricky Burns, Crawford did that a lot. And then he switched it up, shot the lead jab from the southpaw to the power hand of the orthodox Ricky Burns. Just to give a little confusion. And sometimes he'll throw it, like I say, to the lead hand of the orthodox fighter, but shoot that straight left down the pipe. Same thing with Errol Spence. Errol Spence does the same thing. Shoots the shot at the lead jab, the lead hand. He may come with a body shot behind that. Shoot the shot at the power hand of the orthodox fighter. Shoot the straight down the pipe. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting and intriguing to see what Terrence Crawford is going to feel comfortable with. Which way will he fight the fight? And it's never really a game plan type of thing, like from my understanding from him himself speaking about it. It's just more so what the fight presents and obviously what he feels comfortable with doing. Does he fight a natural southpaw from the southpaw stance majority of this fight? Or does he fight this fight from an orthodox standpoint? Or do he just switch back and forth throughout the fight? I mean, previous videos, you guys pretty much done heard it all from me. I don't think that their game plans, there is not really much that either boxer can do at this point that's going to surprise the other boxer. It's more so, to me, it's going to come down to obviously who's the more intelligent fighter, who's the more calculated fighter in the war. It's going to be a war, but you can still be calculated while in war. You understand what I'm saying? And so I feel like that whichever man is more calculated during the war and could set the best traps and could withstand each other's power, is going to be victorious. And basically, that jab is a big factor from both fighters, but mostly from Errol Spence's side. The jab is key. Behind that jab comes a lot, you know. Behind Terrence's jab, things come a lot. But Terrence throws punches from various places. So does Errol Spence. You guys have also heard me speak about the lack of body punching from Terrence Crawford. Yes, he punches to the body. Let's not mistake that. But when you go to the copy box stats at the end of a fight, any of his fights for that matter, it's not like he's screaming in the hundreds as far as body punches thrown. He may, I can't even, I will have to dig deep to find out when was it a fight that he threw 80 body shots, let alone 100. So will he mix up his attack this time around? He a headhunter, man. He's going for the kill. He smells blood. He's definitely going for the kill. On the flip side, we got Errol Spence, who thrives off of those body punches. Obviously, when you're hitting a person in the body, those hands drop, which open up clear airways to that face. You know, it has the opponent thinking about those body blows, especially if they some good ones, some good body blows. And I've been on record for a while saying that Errol Spence, I believe he's the best body puncher in the game. You know, the way he puts the combinations together, comes back up top, but he throws 3 and 4, maybe even 5 at a time before he come back upstairs. And those body punches, they kind of paralyzes the opponent, you know, because not only could you get countered by a shot to the head, but getting countered to the body hurts. It takes steam out. When you're throwing a punch and that wind is gone and you get hit with a good shot, it hurts, you know. So listening to Bud Crawford's interview with Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, and Fred Taylor, they interviewed Errol Spence as well. They interviewed Errol Spence first. Bud is a complete confident fighter. He's very open about his troubled past that he had in Omaha, Nebraska. Like I said, I'm from Washington, D.C. You know, coming from these neck of the woods, I don't know too much about Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? The city is the city. But, you know, Bud was real open about it. Bud was open about being a troubled kid and, you know, knocking jokers out, basically. 6, 7 years old, just knocking people out. You know, you say something he ain't like, he trying to see you. He trying to see what's up with you. Knocking jokers out. You know, back then, you know, shooting BB guns, just doing normal kid stuff that you just caught curious to do, just because you want to, you know, I guess be down. And then he even detailed the situation about him getting shot in the head, you know, him sitting in the car. And he's like, it's not the first time, you know, him and his guys got shot at before, but it was just this time he was just so happened to be sitting in the car, you know, and the bullets was flying and things like that, and he got hit in the head and drove himself to the hospital, you know. He gives Errol a lot of respect, just like Errol Spence gives him a lot of respect. We all know Errol Spence, you know, flipped this sports vehicle, flipped it over. The video is crazy. It's like, how could someone survive that right there, right? He did. He came back the next year and won a belt. Then he had a surgery on his eye. He came back the following year and won another belt. He's always stated that he was going to clean up his side of the street, and so we meet in the middle. This is the moment of truth. Errol Spence calls himself the truth. This is the moment of truth. Yeah, man. So, you know, and on Errol's side in the interview, it was more so, you know, he's giving him his respect. You know, he respects Bud. He just feels like, you know, the competition was what it was for him on his end. You know, he feel like his resume is more solid. Obviously, he is the A side and things of that nature. And that's all cool, fine, and dandy. But when it comes to, you know, just the boxing skills of both fighters, I mean, they both high-level IQ, elite fighters. You know, there's no mistaking, no doubt about that. The question is, who's going to pay when the other one make a mistake? Can Terrence Crawford he's being considered, he's the smaller man, but he fights like he's the bigger guy, no question about it. Can he hurt Errol Spence is the question. On the flip side, can Errol Spence hurt Terrence Crawford? I believe he does. I believe he can. You know, the question is, does Terrence want to download information? You heard Errol say, you can download all you want. You're going to end up downloading the virus. I thought that was funny. These guys also showed a great character, man. Funny guys, man. But all I'm going to say is may the best man win. You guys already know who I'm rolling with, man. I told y'all from the beginning, man, Errol Spence Jr., I believe he takes this win. And surprisingly, most of the boxing world has chose Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, you can't argue how they feel. Terrence is a hell of a fighter, tremendous fighter, great counterpuncher, speed, power in both hands. I mean, but when you're looking at things from that perspective, I just kind of see them neck to neck with that. Because real quick, Errol, when he fought Lamont Peterson, showed a lot of movement, lateral, head movement, this, that, and the third. If he chooses to fight and mix it up a little bit like that, then that would be a surprise in the fight, you know, instead of just, you know, kind of flat-footed, move here, move there, and kind of walk them down. But like I said, man, it's my last update on the fight, man, my last breakdown. I know it's going to be a very explosive fight. I'm super excited. I'm sure the boxing world is super excited. I'm sure the fighters themselves are just ready to go because they know what time it is. And I'm going to check back with y'all after the fight, immediate reaction. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, drop a like in the comment, share the content. Let's get it cracking. Sports God out. Until the next time.